Hi, this is Jason Sen from daytradeideas.com. A look at some of the markets this morning. It's Monday the 30th of September. This is the chart, the daily chart, weekly chart for pound versus the dollar cable. You can see we've had a real good run up since the beginning of July. Very nice bull run. But on the grand scale of things, when you look at this chart, which goes back to sort of 2012, you can see we're just reaching the upper end of a fairly wide range that we've been in for a couple of years now. So the risk is that we start to run out of steam here. I'm just going to scrunch this up a little bit more. Yeah, it's been a couple of years, and you can see we're reaching the top of this range. 162.00 area is looking like it could cap, and we've got very close to it. So who knows? We may have actually already seen the high for this move, but we're getting quite overbought in the weekly chart. So we've got to be a little bit careful here that we make it no high. The daily chart here is certainly not negative, so we're not worried about a steep sell-off. It's just that we might run out of steam on the upside and perhaps trade sideways for a little while. So it might just start to be a little bit too risky to hold on to too many longs. Might be worth taking some profit. But the daily chart, we're still in a nice uptrend. We're just sitting above this trend line, which goes back to May of this year. So as long as we hold above 161.00 sort of area, things look all right, and we're not really projecting any sharp sell-off at this stage. This is a weekly chart for gold. We always keep an eye on gold. Not a very happy chart really. This morning we had a little bit of a spike high, which I'll show you now on the daily chart if I can just find it. Okay, gold daily chart, and here we go. Okay, so you can see we broke the uptrend around the middle of September, just before the middle of September. We managed to bounce back, and we're now establishing a downtrend again on the daily chart. We tried to pierce that this morning, didn't work. We're now sitting below the 100-day moving average, which is at 1339, 1340, and we're selling off as the day progresses. So really, we're really establishing this downtrend. And on the grand scale of things, if we look at the weekly chart, we're in a much bigger downtrend anyway, so all in all, gold just doesn't look good. It's a case of selling into any strength. Lastly, we're going to have a look at the euro. This is the weekly chart for the euro. So we've been heading higher through the summer. Still looks quite positive. I'm starting to wonder if we can get through the 136.00 area. Let me see, 135.70 was the high for September. And if we can get through there, we could easily push on to that 137.10. which was actually the high of the year, which we saw back at the end of November. The daily chart for the euro pretty much backs that up. We've had a good run higher. You can see this trend line has now acted very nicely as support, as well it should. So we're just bouncing around a little bit within a range between sort of 134.5 up to 135.70 as we consolidate the recent gains and deal with the overbought situation. But well, eventually we're going to break out either above 135.70 or below 134.50, which will give us a clue to the direction. If I had to place a bet, I'd say we'll probably break higher and continue the uptrend. Thanks very much. Jason Sen for daytradeideas.com.